Let's talk about passive income. I think everybody watching this video at some point in their life wants to make passive income. There is no easier money to make than passive income because you could be at the store, you could be walking your dog, you could be playing a Call of Duty and still be making money at the same time, which really seems amazing. Now, I want to be very transparent. Making passive income is a slow growing process, whether you invest your time or you invest your money. But for those of you who are patient and want to make passive income, today in this video, I'm going to give you guys 10 really unique ways on how to make passive income online. I personally use a few of these methods to make passive income, and I generate anywhere between $10,000 to $30,000 a month making passive income. Now, a lot of this is due to my YouTube channel, obviously, right? But I am involved with a lot of other real estate investments, and I make anywhere between $6,000 to $8,000 a month. So I'll go ahead and talk about those near the end of the video. Now, not all of these investments are for everyone. Some of these investments require a little bit of knowledge in that field. Others have no requirements whatsoever. And then others actually have a specific amount of income that you have to make every year. But I'll talk about all of these different requirements in the video. Number one, buy shares in housing. Arrived Homes is a crowdfunding real estate investing platform that allows you to invest in real estate with other investors. What's cool about this website is you actually gain equity and rental payments on the actual property you're investing in. So if the property goes up in value, you also receive the equity of the house. Let's say you invested $10,000 and the house is currently occupied with a tenant. You would first gain interest on the property appreciation. Home appreciation is when a house or investment property increases its value over a period of time. The appreciation rate for housing in America can go anywhere between 1 to 10%, depending on the location. According to Ownerly.com, the average appreciation rate in the United States is 3.8%. So let's say you invested $10,000 and the house appreciated by 5%, you would then have a total of $10,500. Now let's also assume that the house that you invested in was occupied by tenants. The average rental dividend in America is around 5%. This gives you a total of 10% interest off your $10,000, which would give you a total amount of $11,000 at the end of the year. I myself own 2 homes in Las Vegas, and I'll talk more about how I manage them near the end of the video, but 5% equity is practical, and that's also what I'm receiving on both of my houses. I myself have invested $1,000 on this website. It shows that I purchased shares in November, and my first dividend payments will be April 2023. If you do want to learn more about real estate investing, I'll go ahead and leave a link to ArrivedHomes.com in the description below of this video. A lot of people do want to get invested with real estate, but they don't have like the capital to get started with, but they do want to get their hand in it. I understand. But a lot of people don't have like 30 or 40 grand to put down on a house because there's a lot of fees associated when you do buy a house. But this is a great alternative if you want to get into the real estate market, but you don't want to dump out like huge amounts of money. Number 2 seems very basic, but trust me, it's very undervalued, and that is high interest checking rates. High interest checking rates is probably one of the most ideal ways to make passive income. It's important to understand when you choose a specific bank that all of them have different interest rates. In my personal opinion, I feel like credit unions offer really good APYs. I've seen some credit unions offer up to like 7% depending on the states, versus like traditional corporate banks like Wells Fargo or Chase where their APY is like 0.01%. To understand how this works, let's say you have $1,000 with an APY of 5%. Over the year, your $1,000 will pay you a 5% interest, so you have a total balance of $1,050 at the end of the year. I personally bank with Capital One. Their savings account offers a 3% APY at the current time of making this video. You can also deposit in their CDs, which grant up to 4%. But just keep in mind, with CDs, that money is locked up and you'll have to wait until your CD matures until you can get your money back. Now, there's 2 things that you want to look for when you're looking for banks with high APYs. The first thing is this bank FDIC insured? That means if the bank ever defaults or ever goes out of business, the federal government will step in and cover the losses so you'll get your money back. The second is some of these banks will offer very high APYs. However, you need to read the fine print. Vero is an online bank. Vero claims they'll give you an APY up to 5%. However, if you read the fine print, it shows that they'll only pay 5% up to $5,000. Anything past that, they'll then reduce your APY to 3% per year. There's also another interesting bank that I found. With Yoda is actually a very unique bank. This bank will actually pay out interest in the form of jackpots. If you're the type of person that wants to receive rewards or even qualify for large jackpots like winning a Tesla or a check for $500,000, then this bank might be for you. Number 3, tax lien investing. Now, tax lien investments are probably one investment you never heard of. You may need to have a little bit of knowledge with real estate for this, but I'll do my best to explain. First, let's explain what a tax lien is. A tax lien is a legal claim against the asset of an individual or business that fails to pay property taxes to the government. The government will either sell or auction these liens off with an interest bonus. Here's an example of how this works. Let's say you purchase a tax lien for $1,000 with an interest rate of 15%. If you were to purchase this lien, your certificate would be worth $1,150. In general, tax lien interest can go up to 40%, making it one of the highest interest rates on this entire list. Now, you might be asking yourself, why would I pay someone else's property tax? You see, the property tax will need to be paid eventually for the owner to do anything with the property. In many states, if the property owner does not pay off the tax lien certificate you own, the original owner will forfeit their house and the house becomes yours. So think like this. You either get a really high interest rate on your money, or you get a property without a mortgage. I myself am learning more about this. There's another YouTuber named Ted Thomas. He specializes and has courses on this specific topic, which I think is fascinating. Since this topic requires a lot of knowledge, I'll go ahead and refer you guys to his YouTube channel. Number 4, buying stocks with dividends. Warren Buffett is one of the world's richest investors. He made a good chunk of his money buying stocks in Coca-Cola. A stock is a security that represents the ownership of the issuing corporation. In layman terms, you're buying ownership of a company. Stocks follow a basic principle of supply and demand. Stock prices rise when investors purchase a stock, causing the demand to go up and the supply to go down. A stock price falls when investors sell their stock and causes the supply to increase. Stock prices generally correlate based off the company's performance. Companies in the stock market release their quarterly earnings, which show net earnings, earnings per share, or forecasted revenue. Stock prices fluctuate daily based off the New York Stock Exchange. Now, there are several different types of stocks, but I'm just going to explain common stock and how it works with dividends. I mentioned Warren Buffett earlier and how he decided to invest in stocks with dividends. A dividend is a bonus payment made for the investor for purchasing a stock. Certain stocks will give you an incentive to invest in their company. Let's take this hypothetical. Imagine you own 30 shares in a company and that company pays $2 in annual cash dividends. You would receive $60 per year in cash dividends. Now, dividend and stock prices are inversely related. When one goes up, the other usually goes down, and it's a great cushion if you want to make more interest and protect your assets at the same time. I personally started investing with blue chip stocks because they generally have lower risk, like Chase Bank or Coca-Cola. But whatever you invest in with stocks, I would try not to look at your stocks daily. You're going to see swings and you're better off investing your money and then just coming back in a few months. Number 5, make passive income with farmland. With growing population and shrinking farmland fields, the demand are clearly favoring farmland investing. According to acretrade.com, almost every state in America has had a positive APY. You can actually go to their website and check the actual time period between 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and check the APY for every state in America. You can see that a majority of states here have all had positive APYs from farmland investing. Now, the only downside to farmland investing is that you will need to have a minimum income of $200,000 a year in order to qualify, which I know might not be for everybody. You can get started farmland investing with a company called AcreTrade. AcreTrade is a crowd-funded investment platform that allows you to buy shares in farmland and potentially see gains either through appreciation of the land or through rents received by the farmers who use that land. I'll go ahead and leave a link to AcreTrade in the description below this video. Number 6, now this is actually one of the higher risk ones, but it still can be a very valuable investment. This is called WeFunder.com. Now, before I talk about this investment to make passive income, this website potentially is probably the most riskiest on this entire list. A lot of these companies turn out to be Fortune 500 companies, yet some of these companies tend to go broke and just become nothing. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at this website. Have you guys ever watched Shark Tank? You know, that one show where people have an idea where they go to investors, then they pitch it and see if they can make a deal? Well, you can do the same thing. Meet WeFunder.com. This website allows you to invest in startup companies with big potential, yet big risk. You guys can start by signing up to the website and just browsing around. They have details, updates, people's opinions, questions, and also the staff of the company. A majority of these companies plan to go public in the future, which means they have intentions to join the stock market, but need the capital to do so. And I'll be very honest, there's a lot of interesting companies with huge potential, like charging electric cars with wireless chargers or automated UI marketing platform to market to customers. It's a very interesting website. I could see some of these companies succeeding in the future, but just remember, some of these companies may go broke. Number 7, gold or silver. When you're buying gold or silver, you're trying to compete with inflation. For example, if you were to leave your dollars in your bank and inflation goes up, that dollar becomes worth less. Therefore, most investors convert dollars into different commodities like gold in order to prevent this. I have never invested with gold or silver. I do have 1 or 2 friends and they tell me all the time to buy gold, and I'm just like, I just don't know enough about it, man. I bet it's great, but I just don't know about it. But since we're at the height of inflation right now, I feel like for me, this would be the worst time to buy. But once inflation falls down, I might consider gold in the future. Number 8, which is my favorite, affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is when you advertise someone else's product or service on your platform and get a commission from any sale that comes through your link. If you have a podcast, you're an influencer, or have your own store, getting into affiliate marketing is a great way on how to make passive income. I myself, I'm a full-time affiliate here on YouTube. I recommend web hosting or WordPress products. And when someone purchases those products through my links, I do get a commission of the sale. Now, affiliate marketing is also very broad. You can make money from a blog. You can make money from TikTok, from Instagram, from Pinterest. There are tons of ways on how you can promote products and get paid and make passive income online. It's really all about narrowing down what works for you and then going with that. I know a lot of people are camera shy, so they choose not to use like TikTok or YouTube, but they go the route of using Pinterest or blogging or something like that. And there are those people who like to go on camera and they'd rather promote products and affiliate marketing on like YouTube or TikTok or whatever video platform they choose. I think affiliate marketing is probably one of the best ways to make passive income online. With affiliate marketing, again, like I mentioned, you put in the time and efforts, and then over time, you start to see money roll in from whatever you're trying to do, whether that's Pinterest or YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or any of these social platforms. As long as you invest the time and you're consistent, you'll probably see sales start to roll in. Number 9, sell web templates. On my website, darylwilson.com, we are selling our own Elementor templates. We create around 10 a month, and we almost have around 200 templates. That makes it about almost 2,000 different pages. ThemeForest is a website where you can create templates for Elementor and sell them on their marketplace. You can also sell them on Template Monster, Creative Market, and even Etsy.com. We also recently joined the Divi Marketplace, and now we are creating our templates for the Divi Theme Builder. If we sell any of our designs, we're then given 70% of the sale. And if you guys do want to learn how to use page builders like Divi or Elementor, you guys can watch some of my videos. It takes about an hour, and I'll go ahead and leave those videos in the description below of this video. It's very simple to use these builders. It's pretty much drag and drop, copy and paste, and once you learn how to use those builders, you can create really nice designs and sell them to various websites. And just to give you an idea of what we make anywhere between $3,000 to $5,000 a month selling templates, so it's definitely something doable. You can also sell design or content templates. There is a huge market for selling Canva templates on Creative Market or Etsy.com. You can simply create a design, export it, and then sell it on these marketplaces. In fact, Creative Market has tons of categories like social media banners, PowerPoint presentations, email templates, and even cover letters for resumes. If you feel like you're confident in creating any one of these, this might be a market for you. There is also a large market for creating wedding planners on Etsy. Some of these digital wedding planners have hundreds of sales being sold at $100+ or more. I'm personally a big fan of digital products over physical products. They're a lot easier to create and sell, and there's virtually no risk with digital products. And number 10, loan out your money. You want to loan out money to other people and charge an interest rate? This is called peer-to-peer lending. Through Prosper.com, people can invest in each other in a way that is financially and socially rewarding. Borrowers can apply for a fixed rate or a fixed term loan between $2,000 to $50,000. Individuals and institutions can invest in these loans and earn attractive returns. Prosper.com handles all of the loan servicing on behalf of the borrowers and investors. In short, Prosper will screen all of the borrowers to make sure they have good credit and can pay the loans back. I have personally used these peer-to-peer websites. I didn't use Prosper, but I used a website called lendingclub.com, and I borrowed $10,000. I borrowed the money because I was attending school and I was working full time, and my car broke down. And this car was just a piece of crap and I had to get a new one. So I was like, there's no way I can, go to work and ask for a loan. So I went to Lending Club and I took out a loan of $10,000 and bought a new car. It does help a lot of people who actually need money and they can't afford to go to large corporate banks. Because I did go to like Chase Bank, but they denied me. So I went to Lending Club and I was approved. But it worked out for everyone because I fully paid the investor back all of his money, so they got a good return on their investments. I got a new car and I was able to go to school and work again. So those are 10 practical ways that you guys can make passive income online. Now, I do want to talk about one that's actually very obvious, and that is YouTube. I think YouTube is probably one of the most lucrative ways to make passive income online. And the great part about YouTube is I can take a break for like a month or 2 months and I'll always receive passive income. Now, YouTube is getting a little bit more competitive. I have seen a lot of people coming up. And it is getting competitive. You have a lot of people coming in with a lot of video production. You have everyone reading scripts, and it is becoming a lot more challenging versus being a YouTuber 10 years ago. On this specific YouTube channel, we make anywhere between $8,000 to $12,000 a month. And I prefer YouTube because the CPM and the AdSense is a lot higher on YouTube versus like TikTok or Instagram. I know people who do TikTok and they get like millions and millions of views and they get like a few $100, and I'm just like, that just doesn't seem worth it. But again, I haven't really entered that market too much, so I'm not as experienced about it. But judging from like what people get paid on the platform versus YouTube, I would definitely recommend YouTube. Passive income on YouTube is rewarding, like $10,000 like a month for making videos. I mean, if I were to go to any job, they probably couldn't offer that salary anywhere. All right, so now let's talk about different ways I make passive income without YouTube. My website, darrellwilson.com, is a blog, and it also sells other various web templates. On these blogs, we promote various products like top 10 best web hosting, top 10 best themes, and top 10 best plugins you should try. When users find these blogs on the search results and click on them, I make a commission of that sale. Starting a blog from scratch and trying to rank in Google is probably one of the most difficult things that you're going to try to do. My blog is well established. We have been blogging for years, but if you're getting started out, you're going to find it's very frustrating trying to get traffic to your blog. So besides my YouTube channel, you can see that my blog is generating money, and also these Elementor templates are also generating me passive income. Let's talk about other ways I'm making passive income. All right, let's go ahead and hop on the computer here. So this right here is my house. I actually have 2 of these rental properties in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'll go ahead and close this. And right now the houses are starting from around $570,000, but I did buy it a few years ago before the pandemic for about $420,000. So I've gained equity on both of those houses. On the first house, I paid around $420. On the second house, I paid around $500 flat because I bought it a little bit later. But I still have received equity on both houses, right? So besides the rental, I'm still making money on the equity alone, right? That's one great thing about American real estate is that the houses always appreciate. Very, very, very rarely will you see houses go down in value in America. That really never happens, not unless you're in really, really bad communities, right? But for majority of the real estate market in America, the housing market always appreciates on average, right? So this is the plan that I've purchased. And again, I have 2 of these. And if we actually go to Zillow right here, you can see what people are renting out these houses for. Now I am renting both of my houses out for about $3,200. So the first one is $3,200 and the second one is $2,900. They're both the same exact model. We discounted the first one because it was empty for about a month. And I said, you know what? I just want someone in there. I don't want squatters to go in my house and start breaking windows or waving knives around or whatever. I just wanted someone in the house because I wanted to make sure that the house wasn't empty and it became some sort of a homeless encampment or something like that, right? Of where my house is in Las Vegas, Nevada. And this is actually the same model home that I have. This is the same exact one. And you can see this guy's trying to get $3,500 for it. He's probably not going to get that. He's probably going to get $3,000. That's what my house was appraised at for rent, was about $3,000. So this guy, he's getting greedy here, but I don't think he's going to make it. I don't think he's going to rent it out. But hey, man, you never know. It's been listed for 7 days and he already had 5 contacts, meaning he got 5 emails about the property. And then over here, we have this property right here where I think this guy can probably charge a little bit more for rents because I have around 3,000 square feet for my house, and this guy has about the same, or I'm sorry, has a lot less, and he's charging, almost the same rent as I am. So he probably could get more money for rents, but we'll see what he does. Yeah, look at that. 11 days listed. He already has 12 emails. So it might get gobbled up soon. He might actually postpone it and raise the rent or something like that. We'll see what he does. So party people, I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how to make passive income. All of these are very practical ways on how to make passive income. I'll also be probably having a course on Pinterest. So if you guys do want to learn more about how to make money passively with Pinterest, I will be having another video on that very soon. And with investments, always be skeptical. I am always skeptical on every single company. You know, I check the company, I check reviews, I check their address, I check as much information as I can, because remember, you are giving these people your money, so you really want to do your research on who you're giving your money to. I thought these were some pretty creative ways on how to make passive income online. Let me know if you guys liked this video. If you guys did, give me a big thumbs up. If you guys hated this video, just give me the thumbs down. No problem. All right. No hard feelings. All right. My name is Daryl Wilson, and I will see all of you party people in the next video, guys. Take care.